This short-term work camping gig is one of the best ways RVers can make money on the road. It's called the Sugar Beet Harvest. For just a few short weeks, small towns across the northern plains gain thousands of seasonal workers who gather the beets at giant piling sites where they wait to be turned into sugar you see at the grocery store.
It's beet stacking time.
It's dirty, it's cold, and it's nothing like your average day job. But for those willing to tough it out,
Oh yes.
the payoff can be worth it. What's the final total?
That gives us a grand total of...
We're Kalyn and Joseph, and 2 years ago, we spent the month of October in North Dakota, where Joseph worked the harvest in an effort to save for our dream trip to Alaska. And he made $5,600 in just 2 weeks of work. This video is a compilation of the 5-part series that we filmed during that time that we've put together in one mega episode. Join us as we take you inside one of the more popular work camping opportunities in North Dakota so you can see what working the sugar beet harvest is really like.
Before you laugh at my unique Starlink setup, just please understand we're surrounded by trees here, so this 2 feet difference literally made the change between losing our service every minute or two to losing our service every 10 minutes or so. It worked for us for the time we were here. We were so happy we finally got to use our Starlink, but now it's got to come all down. We're setting up the truck, we're hitching up, and we are headed out for the beet harvest. Bombs away!
What was that?
I think Kalyn thinks I just threw the Starlink off the roof.
Cody, I know you're in there. You can't hide under the couch forever.
So if you're confused about what the beet harvest is, don't worry, you're not alone. Almost everyone is. I was when I first heard about it. I thought these were, little run-of-the-mill Thanksgiving beets. We'd be out in the field picking them out the fields.
Beets are the worst.
It's not what it is at all, actually. You work at a piling site, and remember those small little red beets? They're not those. They are giant as your head sugar beets.
There you are. Come on, you gotta come on out. It's travel day.
So these piling locations are where trucks bring truckloads of beets and dump them in piles that are about 30 feet tall by, I don't know, quarter of a mile long. And these sites are located all the way from as far west as Idaho to as far east as Michigan. And the site we're going to is located in Drayton, North Dakota.
I just want you to know that I am done with my stuff inside, and this one is still working on the outside. Who is more efficient?
The shifts at my particular site in North Dakota are 12-hour shifts, and there's 4 different jobs you can get, although technically they only hire for one, and that is the ground crew. However, you can try out to be a piler operator or a skid steer operator, and then of course they have the foreman and assistant foremans, but those jobs are usually hired from within.
The beet harvest starts October 1st, and you're contracted through the entire month of October, although it really only takes 2 weeks to 15 days to finish the harvest at the piling sites. But we do need to come end of September. That's usually when everyone's asked to come for orientation, and then you wait until the harvest starts. You're kind of there, ready to go. At some point, we're gonna reorganize this basement.
Do we keep this in the truck?
No, that's supposed to go in there. Shove it in there. You can find a spot.
Beet harvest bound.
There you
Do
go. We've been on the road for about an hour, and we still don't have cell service.
0. No T-Mobile.
Nothing.
No Verizon.
Nothing. We're trying, like, text messages aren't going through. We have to literally just talk to each other. I mean, the problem when Joseph and I start exhausting all topics is we start coming up with new business ideas and new businesses to start that we clearly do not have time for. That is just like our MO. We just start brainstorming. So I'm curious, what do you talk about with your significant other while you're on a road trip? Comment below and let us know what topics come up for you.
Bathroom break.
I'll be back.
Literally side of the road. I honestly think that's why Kalyn wanted RV life, is just because wherever we travel, there's a bathroom right there. So she doesn't have to worry about, hey, 30 miles to the next rest area. Somebody didn't push the windshield.
How many crumbs are gonna fall all over the truck? See? See? That's how he eats it, folks. Popcorn, granola, M&Ms, everything. And then they ow! Hey!
It's another cell tower taunting us. In case you were wondering, it's not Verizon, because we still got nothing. I did not do the thing that you should do, and that is download your map with your directions on it so that you can know where you're going. Next up, a rest stop for lunch and a reminder that we're not yet heading south for the winter.
We are still really close to the Canadian border because across the river is Canada.
And I'm going to try to skip this stone as close to Canada as I can.
Those chips are spicy. Black bean veggie snacks, sweet and spicy barbecue. They really mean it. On the spicy, my word. Okay, let's get into the numbers because that's probably what you're most interested in. How much can you actually make at the Beet Harvest? I'm gonna throw a lot of stuff at you. So last year, Joseph being ground crew, he got $18.25 an hour. And you were paid hourly for the first 8 hours. And then because they're 12-hour shifts, the 4 hours after that are technically treated as overtime. So you get time and a half. Plus every Saturday is time and a half and every Sunday worked is double time. If you don't work because of the weather, it's too hot or too cold to harvest the beets, then you have to stay home, but you still get 4 hours of stay pay. The total for all of that was $3,969.42. And then you get an end of season bonus your first year of 15%, which worked out to $677. So for a grand total of 15 days of work, $4,646.42. Now this year, the ground crew hour, it's this red squirrel. He is making noises at me. This year, in 2023, the ground crew is getting paid $18.80 an hour. Now, that is for ground crew. Skilled positions like the piler operator, which Joseph is hoping to be this year, or the skid steer operator, they get paid at least an hour, I think, above that range. Overall, I think this is one of the best short-term work camping gigs to put in about 15 days of work and come out with that kind of money. Oh my word, it's dough. It's cookie dough.
I don't always make cookie dough on traffic stops, but
We're just having a craving for cookies. Oh, those look good. How is it?
it's good. It's delicious.
That didn't sound convincing.
Sorry. It's amazing.
That's better.
Fantastic.
Now he's laying down.
He just needed some time of not moving.
Oh, he's up.
Last year, I was what they call a helper sampler, which is the ground crew. And basically all we do is we bring the trucks in, guide them in onto the machinery, let them dump their beets, keep the area clean, put dirt back into the trucks and let them go. It's really not all that hard if you don't mind being on your feet for 12 hours a day. Thing is, even though this is my second year, you still don't know exactly what to expect because it's agriculture, so the schedule can be different. So last year, we started October 1st and we had a couple days working, couple days off, couple days working, and then all of a sudden the weather changed and we worked 12-hour shifts in a row. And then the harvest was over. Who knows what it's gonna be this year? It literally all depends on the weather. I did get the opportunity last year to be a piler operator for about 20 hours. I was the backup operator that would work while our piler operator was on break. I'm really hoping to get that job this year, but the way you get it is you get there and you try out. And if you don't get it, you're ground crew.
Better luck next time, pal.
It is flat. The road is straight. We are in the Midwest.
Look at that, it's a field. We're filing that under. You know you're in the Midwest when. Hey look, Kalyn.
More fields.
More fields.
I think we're getting our first look at beet fields.
Right then we go
Oh,
past.
there it's gone. Did you ever think you'd be in Drayton again?
I did not, but you know what? The call of $4,000 in 2
It's
weeks
strong.
time, it's strong.
So strong. There is a host on site, so we just have to stop by and see if we have any special instructions. But generally, we should be able to pick our own campsite. The laundry trailer's here again.
It is.
That's exciting.
Here's up my card right here.
Oh, perfect.
Okay?
Thank you.
And there's you one from there. Okay, and like I said, I'm Mark, and this is Tiffany.
We are 1.5 inches off. He's gonna move forward. I'm gonna try to get this in here without him stomping all over my hands. Okay. We're not quite sure if the sewer is gonna reach. That'll work. We just had to get creative. One of the really nice perks of working the beet harvest is they give you a free place to stay. So this one has full hookups. If there's a campground that doesn't have full hookups, then they will provide a sewer service for you. I have a feeling that all these leaves will be gone by the time we leave Drayton.
Well, it looks like a summer of having our hose outside took its toll on the hose. Don't worry, it's just great water. Whether you have a sticks and bricks house or an RV, there's always going to be some random maintenance things that pop up. In this case, that's kind of an important one. Yes, good morning. My wife and I are visiting the area this month, and we have a pet rabbit, and he's showing, he's got like a cherry eye.
This morning was not what we expected. We woke up thinking, oh, it'll be like first day of school kind of situation. Cody, why? Why? He doesn't like it when we're in his space. So speaking of the little devil, we woke up and he has what is called a cherry eye, which is like a prolapsed gland in the third eyelid. So we're trying to find a vet appointment because we're not sure, like, I've heard you can maybe massage it back in, but I don't even want to like mess with that. So Joseph will go to orientation. I'll probably have to drive all the way to Grand Forks, which is about 40 minutes away, but not the morning we were expecting. Are you sad that I didn't make your sandwich for your first day of orientation? This is where I'm really grateful that we have 2 vehicles for stuff like this. Trying to find a vet on the road is very difficult, but trying to find a rabbit-savvy vet is extremely difficult because they are different. They are classified as an exotic. So you need a rabbit-savvy vet or an exotic vet to see them. And sometimes we've had to travel over 2 hours to get a rabbit checked out. I've been calling around to so many vets today. I have an appointment for Monday afternoon, but today's Thursday and I really want to get him seen before the weekend just because I don't know how serious this is. I've never experienced a rabbit with this type of issue before. Okay, I've been watching YouTube videos and we're gonna put a warm compress on it. I have some eye drops and we're gonna try to do a home remedy of massaging it. I'm not gonna press hard. We're gonna try this. Does that feel okay? I don't know. There were a lot of videos that showed success. Let's just put this on it. It definitely looks better. The bump is smaller. I'm gonna leave it alone for a few hours and give him a break and then try to massage it again, at least while we wait for the vet to call. You want a treat for being a good boy? Oh, nope, I'm not over there. Right here, right here. There you go.
Hey.
Hey. How's it going?
So, let's see. Orientation was the same as last year. Go fill out a bunch of paperwork, and then you go to the training. So all 4 operators from our site are back. The frustration I'm struggling with right now, and I've actually texted with my old foreman, is what can I do to try to give myself the best chance? I have nothing to do until they call to tell me harvest starts.
Which is October 1st?
Could be as early as September 28th, but they shoot for October 1st. It could be earlier, it could be later.
What are you doing? You making the bed? You're not getting very far. We have Cody's vet appointment today. So that other vet that I was trying to get into to see if I could get into sooner never called me back. So that was frustrating. So we had to wait till this one, Monday afternoon, to get him in. In the meantime, his bump has gone down completely, so the massaging did work. Still looks a little angry. There's still discharge coming out of his eye, so I definitely still want to get that checked out. We're also going to Walmart because we have a humongous list to get. We're trying to stock up and have meals for at least 2 weeks to get us through so we don't have to drive down to Grand Forks again anytime soon. What are you doing up there? Why'd you jump up there? I don't know what your issue is right now. You want to get in the carrier? He is so mad right now. He is a huffin' and a puffin'. He is so done, but the good news is it doesn't seem to be a teeth issue. He checked his back teeth. They seem to be okay. What we think it is like some sort of conjunctivitis that has happened right now. So we have antibiotic drops to put on his eye. Hopefully it will clear up, but they have been amazing here at Grand Valley Vet Clinic.
Next up on our list, we are going to Walmart to spend some money.
Wait, should we go to Aldi first?
We should go to Aldi so we spend a little less money.
Do you have the Aldi quarter?
I do. I have the Aldi quarter.
Good, because last time we were scrounging around for like 10 minutes trying to find one. Did you find the sewer hose?
I did.
Joseph hates anything banana bread. He wanted Pop-Tarts, so I'm gonna put these in the cart and see.
No.
I didn't even know you were there.
No.
I don't know if we're gonna find you socks.
Look at the options.
This looks promising.
Oh,
It
yeah.
says 7 to 12, and I feel like those
Yeah.
are nice and thick.
And they'll give me advanced relief.
Do you appreciate all the snacks I threw in there for
Yes, I
you?
appreciate all the snacks.
No.
You know, we still can't figure out why in the world someone would eat laundry detergent.
With how much that costs, we better not be going shopping again for a month.
Man.
Ooh, prices have risen. I can't even see everyone back here.
Cody's hanging out down here, wishing we put the pineapples on the floor. Normally today would be a big office day since we don't have anything planned, but Kalyn is actually recording a video, so I need to be out of the RV so I'm not making noise. Can't do any RV projects either. So laundry just makes sense. And so I'm gonna drive the whole 2/10 of a mile to our little laundry facility here and get some laundry done. Maybe this afternoon, if she's done editing, I'll get some time to do some small projects around the RV that are on my list to get done.
That's when I started the disbound planning era because I was finding a lot of friction in my bullet journal notebook, and it combined the best of both worlds. I am toast for the day. Joseph is so nice. He did laundry. He's making us lunch. Our RV looks like a disaster zone because it's laundry day, and so we like to hang up our clothes that we don't want run through the dryer so it doesn't shrink, but it always makes everything feel so... Uh-oh. Is that the one with the bum leg?
Yep, the leg broke.
The leaves are almost gone already. We've been here, what, a week? Not even.
Not even a week. Make sure you get video of my hands, bare hands touching this.
I know, you're gonna gross everyone out.
Boom.
Project
Job
one
complete. Next up.
Yeah, what are those for again?
So the damage from the tire, when the tire ripped off the RV. Oh, you can see damage. Unbelievable. Watch the video up here, or up here, whichever side it's on.
Over here.
Okay, watch the video up here. It ripped off the zip ties that were holding the wires in place for our slide out. I taped them up, but zip tie is going to be a more permanent solution. These are just barely long enough. Last up on the list, we have RV'd for 4 years now. We're on year 5. And hey, Kalyn,
What?
how many times have we sanitized our freshwater tank? Now, in our defense, we do not drink from the water from our tank. We only use it for showers, dishes, all that. We actually buy filtered water for drinking water. But after I looked at some of the water in some of my jugs and it wasn't exactly perfectly clear, I was like, you know what? I think it's time to sanitize these tanks. After doing some internet research, I saw that it's about a cup of bleach for every 40 to 60 gallons of water. So we have an 80-gallon tank. So I'm gonna stick 2 cups of bleach in the tank along with the water, and I'm also gonna sanitize these 6-gallon jugs that we have. Quick order of steps for doing this: I drain the tank, then I actually rinse the tank out with some more water. Then I'm gonna halfway fill the tank and then get bleach water in the correct concentration level. And to do that, I'm actually going to fill one of these jugs, put the 2 cups of bleach in there, and then pump the water bleach mixture into the tank and then fill the tank the rest of the way with a hose. After all that, I'm just gonna let the tanks sit for the rest of today and tomorrow, so they'll get plenty of time to just sit there and get all sanitized with the bleach. Then tomorrow I will empty the tanks, put some more water back in, flush it out a little bit, and the tanks will be good as new. And guess what? We still won't drink out of them. We'll buy our filtered water for that.
We got a lot more information tonight about start dates and the harvest and stay pay.
I feel like we have a lot more information, but at the same time we have no information.
True, we're still waiting.
So basically the harvest is gonna start late, most likely the 4th or the 5th, but even then it could be later just because of weather. It's so warm. As far as the operator position, it looks like it's probably a no-go. There's still some tryouts going on, but I haven't gotten a call yet. And I talked to some people, and still, it's one of those things where it's like, you could get a call, and maybe even after harvest starts, somebody, but the chances of
we'll see what happens.
Getting to be an operator seem to be pretty.
I think it's for sure you're gonna get night shift.
Yep, night shift at MacArthur.
8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So we know that stay pay probably starts on Friday evening, and then working probably a week from now is what they're betting on. It's not a for sure. So we're still waiting for a call, still just gonna continue to work, get our heads down.
It's actually kind of nice. It's been nice to take a break from work camping, get our work done, and actually prepare for the harvest.
How's it feel to be earning $80 today, playing on your phone? What are you doing, planes?
Yep, just playing games, yep. Feels kind of nice. I like stay pay.
I am dressed to go hiking.
I'm dressed.
And I think we should go on a hike. I found a spot in Minnesota. We could drive into Minnesota, I think 45 minutes, and it's like 3.5 miles long, and it's probably more of a walk, but I just need to get out of this RV because the last few days we have been stuck with no work for harvest.
Because the harvest technically starts today, and it is way too warm to pile beets.
So we're gonna get paid to go hike. Wait. You need to shave first. I'm not going out with you like that, even in the middle of the woods. He is the only furry face that I will kiss.
I have a proposition to make.
To me?
Yes, to you.
Oh.
What we're gonna do is any day that I'm getting stay pay and she has to deal with me at home, I'll shave. But any day that I am going to the harvest and I'm around a bunch of people who could care less how I look, I'm not gonna shave.
I'm not sure if I'm on board with this, but it could be interesting to see how many days in a row he actually has to work. When he actually gets to work. Because for the foreseeable future, it is really warm here on October 1st in North Dakota. Does anyone else shave with a hot jar of water that they dip their razor into? I feel like this is very old school.
It is very old school. It's something my dad always did. And I only picked it up when we were starting RVing and saving water. So it's literally just boondocking stuff.
It's been so nice to have the windows and door open and get all the breeze flowing through, but can you be like loud enough over there?
I'm having trouble shutting the door.
My word. I think we need to do the air conditioning today, which again, October 1st, North Dakota, air conditioning.
It's supposed to be like 80 degrees today.
I know, and I don't want the little tyke to flip out and dehydrate. So I just turned it on to cool. So what should I set it at?
77?
Okay, all set.
Kalyn's making sandwiches. I gotta check. Hang on. Hopefully that one's hers. Ahaha, yes, that one's mine.
Why do I only have one chocolate?
Because you said I could have a chocolate.
I can survive. Actually, Joseph, you are so loud this morning. I can't even
How is
handle
that
it.
different from any other day?
Joseph made us peanut butter cookies last night, so I guess I can forgive him. I'm downloading the trail on All Trails, and I don't think, babe, that you're gonna be able to handle this elevation.
What is it?
55 feet.
Woohoo!
Are you sure we don't need a backpack?
So the reason we're not working today, or I guess the reason I'm not working today, is because of, well, see this beautiful sunshine? It is 80 degrees out today. They can't pile the beets unless the internal temperature of the beet is 55 degrees or less. So if the internal temperature of the beet is too warm, the pile's gonna rot, it causes problems. So right now, all the beets they're harvesting, they're sending straight to the processing facility, which is not where I'm working. I'm working at a long-term storage facility. So I am on standby until the weather cools down.
The processing plant is working.
I'm not.
Still getting paid for it though.
Yep.
One of the really cool things about this job is that you get stay pay. So every day that you could potentially work that you can't because of weather, they give you 4 hours stay pay, which is paid at an hourly rate. And then on the weekends, it's also paid at time and a half.
Stay pay can vary by location as to whether or not they do it. Here at the Red River Valley, they do stay pay. I have friends working at the Beet Harvest in Michigan. They don't do stay pay over there. So if you're considering joining the Beet Harvest, be sure you research which location you're going to find out whether or not stay pay is part of their package.
I think we need to
Howdy,
get a permit. Do you want to try the observation tower before or after?
Yeah,
the
let's do
hike?
it before. It sounds cool. I'm wondering if it's like a fire tower or...
She said it was like up here on the left. Is that the observation
That's the
tower?
observation tower.
Oh. I guess I was expecting something
Taller?
taller.
I mean, I guess if everything's so flat, it doesn't need to be that tall to see far.
That is a valid point. While we're walking to this tower, here is your sugar beet fact. About 55 to 60% of America's sugar comes from sugar beets.
Those are the money beets.
It's not necessarily labeled on the sugar packaging, so you might not even know. You may have consumed sugar beet sugar without even knowing where it came from. If you're ever in the northwest Minnesota area, this park is Lake Bronson State Park. $7 for a day pass, $35 to get you to all Minnesota state parks, but it does have some really nice trails, horseback trails, a really pretty lake. So nice stop off to spend an afternoon, and it gave us something to do.
Having worked the beet harvest last year, I knew that the beet harvest was reliant on weather, but we got started pretty decently quick last year. This year, I've been watching my favorite YouTube weather guy, Ryan Hall, y'all.
So the weather is about to get spicy across the U.S.
And North Dakota is going to be warmer than average. So I'm kind of expecting a little bit of a rocky start this year.
I'm just still stuck on, I have a favorite YouTube weather guy. There we are. Home sweet home.
Oh, shoot.
Forgot the keys.
Yep.
The AC was working because it's cold in here and I needed to put on a sweatshirt, but I wanted to give you an update on this little munchkin who's very irritated that he's on the couch right now. So it was really red before and now it's just the pink that it should be. It's not angry, although I feel like it's maybe a little bit annoyed right now that I'm messing with him. But all we've had to do is just put this ointment in his eye and he's been so good about it.
Even though the beet harvest didn't technically begin today, I am on night shift, and so it could start tomorrow or the next day. So I am in the process of getting my body clock oriented toward working from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So I just said goodnight to Kalyn. I'm actually going to stay up and do work till about 3, 4 in the morning, and then I'm going to go to bed and sleep in tomorrow morning. Again, just part of the process of working and getting my body acclimated to these new hours that I'm going to be having through the beet harvest. It's the second. The high is going to be in the mid 70s, and more importantly, the low isn't even going to get to 59. So today it looks like I'm getting paid to do my own thing again. So I'm going to work on the truck today. But first I'm gonna grab some propane and I'm gonna get paid 75 bucks to do it all. One of the things you have to take into consideration with the beet harvest is when it does get going, you could be working for up to 14, 15 days straight, because if the weather stays steady, you're gonna be working and you're not gonna have time to run and go get propane if you run out. You'd think the truck repairs that I have on my docket. The truck's been running hard. We've talked about it a couple times. Replace the air filter, and next I'm going to try the in-tank fuel filter. I've seen a bunch of stuff online that says those can get all fouled up. So we'll jack it up, drop the tank off, take a look at that sending unit and see if that's the issue. Mechanics get paid like 75 bucks an hour. I think I'm getting paid 75 bucks a day. Seems about right. Coming out to join me.
Cody wants to hang out with you. Now we gotta do this so the hawks don't get ya. Hello. This sounded like a really good idea to be out here working, but the flies are insane and they're very attracted to my screen. So I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be out here. I feel them crawling on my feet right now as I speak. Here you go. I'm coming in soon.
There's a flathead screwdriver in that toolbox back there by the RV. Thank you.
Get your back. That looks massive.
It's our fuel tank.
Yeah.
So they say every like 30-minute repair is an oops away from a 3-day repair or something like that.
Don't tell me.
I busted the clip on this one, and I busted the clip on this one. That's broken. So since I busted the clip, I cut the hose.
Boy, that was stupid.
So lessons learned. Do a little bit more research. So the truck that I was looking at for cleaning the screens wasn't exactly the same model as mine. It was a Ford, it was an F-250. It was probably a year later or a year past, I'm not sure which, but my truck has a different sending unit, different screen. It doesn't have screens in the tank. So long and short of it is I did all this work, broke a couple things in the process, only to take it apart and there not be screens to replace. That's not what I wanted to hear you say.
I was going to see pictures of exactly what you're talking about, but that's, if you actually cut the fuel line itself, that's a high pressure line.
I just feel like today got way, way complicated.
I may have caused a even bigger issue. So these clips are the fuel line clips. I mangled them because I didn't know how to get it off. I thought I did, and then I snapped it. And so then since I'd broken it, I just broke it the rest of the way off. And then I cut the fuel line on one to get it off. They don't sell just the 90-degree clips. They only sell the fuel line, which is $400 to $600 for the whole fuel line thing. I'm just sick that we want to pour money into the truck to fix stuff.
Right.
And instead, I'm potentially spending $400 to $600 needlessly.
Right.
And we should have just taken it somewhere, so.
But hey, mistakes happen.
Yeah, but that's like.
I know, but I'm not angry.
It's a tenth. I know, but it's a tenth of the money we're making here.
I know he's just really beating himself up over this, but we're gonna figure it out. We always do, and stuff like this happens, and you just have to roll with it and continue on, and we'll get it fixed. And we'll keep you guys updated on what happens on day 3.
Here is hoping that today goes better than yesterday. Although, after the whole fiasco with the truck yesterday, I did manage to look up some parts online and get some more information from a gentleman at a Ford dealership, and there is a repair kit for the lines. So instead of making a $600 mistake, I'm down to only having made a $100 mistake. So today is my 3rd day getting paid $75 to do absolutely nothing. So 75 plus 75 plus 75 equals 150. Carry the 1, 225. 225? 225. But I've spent 90 of it on fixing the truck. So I'm down to 135 for doing nothing. I really need to get better at this doing nothing thing. covered it up with a blanket. Nobody will see the mess.
Thank you.
I am headed off to bed.
Okay.
I've almost got my body reset. I stayed up till 5:30 this morning before coming to bed. So as long as Kalyn's quiet, I'm gonna get back in these blankets and
I'm gonna be so loud.
this could be an interesting beet harvest.
It's 3.
Yay.
Tomorrow, I want you guys out here at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Got it.
Yep, 7 p.m. So we're gonna get to work.
Might be your last day.
No. This is not legal.
I'm checking. I'm looking to see if it's legal to transport propane tanks on a motorcycle.
This is because he took the propane tank to the propane place and he had to leave it there for the guy to fill it. And then when he came back, the truck broke down. So, well, I guess it didn't break down, did it?
No.
Too soon.
I would not be considering this if we were like 20 miles away or interstate driving. It's literally a mile down the road. I'm gonna take my ratchet strap, I'm gonna go pay for the propane. Then if they stop me from like putting the propane on the back of the bike, then I will continue trying to find somebody to get me to go pick it up. Surprisingly, this would not be the first time that I've hauled interesting things on the bike. In West Virginia, I hauled a bunch of 6-gallon water jugs, and then we ran out of gas in California, we ran out of diesel, and so I drove the bike a few miles into town, bought a diesel canister, and put diesel on the back of the bike. I made it! Feels a little like a last hurrah.
A little bit. It's the last time I have you all to myself.
Last time this face is nice and clean shaven for a while.
We're trying to squeeze in a quick walk before sunset around the campground, and we have a fun little bet to do with each other about when the last day of work is going to be, or as they say around here, last boom down. Since we're not doing a cash bet, we thought we'd have a little bet of our own, and whoever wins, the other person has to do what we say they have to do.
And basically she wins as long as we are done 26th or before, and I'm gonna win if it's anytime 27th or after.
Okay, so if I win, you have to eat a banana muffin. Joseph hates anything banana bread. He wanted Pop-Tarts, so I'm gonna put these in the cart and see.
No.
I didn't even know you were there.
No. Oh man.
Can you get through it?
I can't. I think I can get through it. It might make me gag, but I can get through it. But I think you're gonna.
He hates banana muffins. Is mine a lot worse?
It might be. So if I win, if
I'm so
final
nervous.
boom
I'm
is
so
down
nervous right now.
between October 27th and November 1st, then you have to do a polar plunge into the Red River before we leave Drake.
Where did you come up with that? I can't believe this. And we have it on camera, so I have to do it.
We do.
I'm so mad at you right now. A banana frickin' muffin.
I'm glad you went first.
I think you need to shave today.
Nope.
Yes.
I'm working today.
No, you need to shave
I'm
before
working
you go
today.
into work, and then you don't have to.
shave the days that I don't work. Most people watching are going to be like, he looks like he shaved.
It just should be an interesting motorcycle ride because it's supposed to rain at 11 and not stop, right?
Well, it's supposed to rain at 11 and for like 2-3 hours, then stop, but then it's supposed to start raining again by 7, which is,
so
I'll be getting off between 7 and 8.
That could be a very cold and wet ride home.
Yes.
The truck part that we ordered to fix the fuel line clip thing.
That's what it's called. That's all it's called.
It was shipped out today, so maybe we'll get it Saturday, and then the truck will be back in business. But until then, motorcycle it is. And I'm stuck here because I don't know how to ride one. Cookie?
I suppose. Am I allowed to say no to a cookie?
No.
I didn't think so.
I'm gonna take this last one.
It's finally happening today. I gotta grab my go bag, jump on the bike, and head to work for the first time. Really quick though, let me show you what I got in the go bag, because this is the secret to making sure that I work all the days I'm supposed to, because if you get to work and you don't have some of your equipment with you, you have to come back and maybe they'll just send you home for the day. And days off are not a good thing because that affects your bonus pay. So you have to show up to your shifts to be able to make sure you're eligible for all your bonus pay. So the go bag, super important. Let me show you what I got inside. Pretty basic stuff here. I got my helmet. I've got my safety vest. I've got another hat, an earmuff, and then I have, I'm not gonna be able to grab them all here, but I've got 3 pairs of gloves. I also have my safety card in there, which affirms that I've been through all the safety training. Again, that's one of those things that if you don't have it and they ask for it, you're going home for the day. That's why I think it's important to have a go bag. Now I'm gonna be jumping on that because, well, truck's still out of commission. Gas tank is currently under this picnic table, but just 2-3 days on that, then I'll get the fix for the truck and we'll be set to go. I am so bulked up right now.
Michelin man. And he's off. I am so interested to see how his first night goes of work. For now, I have to finish up some work of my own that I didn't get done completely this afternoon, and then I might watch a movie or something.
All right, I have made it on site here. I'll show you around as time allows. One of the nice things you'll notice as the beet, not nice things, one of the things you'll notice as the beet harvest progresses is that it's daylight now. By the end of the season, when I'm starting my day, it's not gonna be daylight anymore. It is 10:21 and it's raining. What a stellar start to the first shift. I gotta be honest though, we're having a good time. Guessing a truck's gonna get stuck before the night's out if this rain keeps going. Let's run you through what we got on this end. Down here we are running the boom. This spot swings that back and forth across the pile when you're busy. It's just endless swinging back and forth, dumping beets. We've got trucks coming in on the end dumps there. Guide them through, let them dump their beets. They come to the back, dump some dirt back in the back of their truck. They get sorted off the beets. It's that simple. You just do that over and over again for 12 hours for 14 days. Get paid decent money to do it though. It's not free money though, like the $75 a day when nothing happens. That's kind of nice.
Just stacking these beets,
yeah,
keeping it going.
Someone's got to do the sugar beets.
Welcome to the brains of the operation, I guess. Not me, this location. This is the cab of the piler. Let me show you around. Right down here, we have all the levers for the hydraulics for the end dumps. There's one on this side. There's one on this side. These are what the trucks drive up on and over and dump their beets. Then right here, we've got the buttons for the left end dump conveyor, the right end dump conveyor. That moves the beets up that conveyor belt right there and into the main conveyor. Over here, we have all our power. So main conveyor, beets are gonna go up the main conveyor, and then you can't see it because of the bright lights, but that's when they go onto the boom and dump onto the piler. And all of this, of course, you're doing when it's busy. You've got 2 trucks in various stages of dumping on both sides. So you're trying to manage all of that at the same time while making sure your ground crew stays safe. And I've got a truck coming, so I gotta put this away. Still raining. Well, it sounds like it's official. Farmers have stopped hauling beets for the night because they're all getting stuck in their fields. About 3 o'clock, so we got 8 hours of work in. And they'll be sending us home soon. But, you know, with mud looking like that, I'm not sure you can blame the farmers for stopping hauling. That's better. Well, that did not go as planned, but, you know, not too bad to have a soft start getting into the season. I want to say that what makes or breaks a season of beet harvest, in my opinion, is the crew that you've got. And the crew we have at our piling site is fantastic. And so I already know after just one day, it's going to be a good season. Even if the weather is garbage, even if stuff doesn't go as planned, we're going to have a good time together. And honestly, even though the easy money was getting paid to do nothing, it's really not that hard if you've got a good crew. Easier if there wasn't crap in here, literal crap.
Did you do it?
I think so. I need you to babysit this because the water's gonna turn on in a second.
Okay.
So you need to come here and then scream at me if it looks like it's gonna overflow. Oh, that's such a beautiful sound. So Kalyn tells me I should give you all a hot tip on how to avoid the fiasco that just happened to us from happening to you. Let me break it down for you. You get a poop pyramid when you leave the black tank valve open, which allows all the liquids to flow out while all the solids build up underneath the pipe directly below the toilet. They connect to that pipe, which then you can no longer flush water down. I knew this. I never leave the black tank open. For some reason, I think I emptied it, came inside, meant to go shut it, and forgot. So the poop pyramid built, we flushed it down once, we were able to get it right away, but I should have at that point flushed the tank entirely to get everything out. I didn't, so there was still enough of a poop pyramid that, you know, when somebody took a giant you-know-what, it built that pyramid back up enough to plug it, and then we had a bigger problem. But it's all fixed now, all flushed. One thing I forgot to mention, another way to avoid the poop pyramid is to, whenever you empty your black tank, flush your toilet, depends on the size of your tank. I flush the toilet 5 to 6 whole flushes to get a layer of water in the bottom of the tank, so when you flush stuff down in the future, it has, you know, water to spread out in. That's it. That's all my tips.
You ready to go for a walk?
Yes, I
and to take the garbage out?
Yes, I am.
It's like Alfred Hitchcock out here.
The bird's gonna eat us, Mommy?
I have a feeling that tonight starts
Yes.
a bit of a grind.
I think based on the weather, there is a good chance that you do not have to worry about the Red River. Yes. I think we are minimum headed for 10 straight days of work. I put some beets on that pile today.
Ooh, that's a big one now. One of the really odd things is I think Joseph is the only one here that works at the MacArthur piling station. The Drayton piling station, which is right across the road, everyone else is working at that's here at the campground, but he's over there. Doesn't quite make sense, but I hear this campground is better than the one that's closest to MacArthur, so I guess I'm happy about that.
And a little chilly.
I am so bummed right now. At 9:05 this morning, the truck part was available for pickup. I could have technically picked it up had I, you know, gotten an alert saying that it was available for pickup.
But tomorrow's Sunday. Monday's holiday.
Monday's a holiday.
What a pain.
That is a pain.
Oh, it's warm.
Let me show you this really quick.
What?
One finger on here,
Oh,
two fingers behind there.
No, see, it's not all closed. It's not all closed.
Try opening it.
He's getting on my case because apparently I've been slamming the door. Did you miss us? Aww. I hope you stay warm.
I'm going to try. The beet pile back there is growing. We are now going to be stacking beets for several days straight, so buckle your seatbelts, hang on, it's beet stacking time.
I just heard Joseph get home. Let's see how cold he is. You an icicle?
Just a little bit.
See how muddy the shoes are. Oh my goodness. So far, we've given you glimpses into what life looks like when you live and work at the Sugar Beet Harvest. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We're taking you into our daily routine, what life really looks like in a 24-hour cycle of the entire day.
Home sweet home.
We've had barely any time to really talk to each other.
That's not supposed to be there.
I thought it'd be really cool, but it wasn't.
We just had a bit of a ghostly experience here.
And I hate it. Joseph is getting home from his shift, so our clock starts right now. He's mad because I haven't fed him supper yet. You hungry?
Supper, how about breakfast?
Oh, whoops, yep, breakfast. I shouldn't be confused. You should be the one that's confused. Your hair looks great, by the way. I
know.
love that look
Doesn't
on
it?
you. I hurt your feelings about your hair.
No, I was just trying to be more presentable for the audience.
You can't be presentable with that facial hair. It's been 9 straight days, and I hate it.
I like to say we try to have a routine, but the only routine we really have is breakfast. Because,
and supper.
Well,
kinda.
Yes, but it was supposed to be like breakfast and then sleep and then go to work.
And go do
and, oh yeah, we were gonna do a walk at 3. We've
Yeah.
done that once. With the truck being down and having to do all the fixing because of that. Because of the truck.
You've had to go grocery
I had to go
shopping
grocery
on the
shopping
bike.
on the motorcycle. Kalyn was gonna do the grocery shopping, so that's eating into my sleep. So I was planning on getting 6 to 7 hours a night for the entire beet harvest. Instead, I've gotten 5 to 6. Today, actually, we're doing the cleaning. I have nothing to do on the truck. I have no shopping to do. The cleaning, I mean, it's a 300 square foot RV. How long can it take? We wrapped up cleaning. It's 10 o'clock. We did it.
Yeah, we did it by 10.
This means that I am going to get approximately 7 hours of sleep.
So are you getting up at 5?
Yeah, I'll get up at 5.
Are you excited?
I am very excited. Good night, y'all.
He sounds like he's from the South when actually we both grew up in upstate New York. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. It's Sunday, so technically I don't have to work, but I do feel really behind in work related stuff because I've had a project that has just taken up a lot of my time. I think I'm going to work on that for a little bit and see what I can get done and then maybe relax a little bit after that. Still working, but I think I'm gonna take a bit of a break. But let me show you a peek of what I'm working on because it is sick. Like it is, oh, I'm so excited about this. This is a Notion Christmas planner that I've been working on. It is pretty comprehensive, so I'm still finalizing a few things, but the majority is built. So I was just making the finishing touches on this budget tracker, which look at how cute this notification dashboard is. It tells you when you're over or under budget, so you can record expenses, you can record all sorts of gifts. You can, if you send cards to people, you can track cards. There's a menu, activities, holiday decor, like everything you need to get organized for Christmas. So if you're interested in grabbing this, I'll leave a link below. Shameless plug, but you gotta be your best marketer. He's pretty out of it. I don't know why I'm whispering, because I was talking normal voice earlier. And now all of a sudden, because I saw him sleeping, I feel like I need to be quiet. Bon appetit. Absolutely nothing. Watching a show made me really sleepy, mixed with the fact that I didn't really sleep that great last night. So I'm gonna try to take a nap, set my alarm. Sometimes this backfires on me and then I end up like just feeling groggy the rest of the day. But I'm gonna hope that we have some success with like a 20-30 minute nap and then I'll be ready to tackle a few more things afterwards. I didn't really sleep, but it was nice to just shut my eyes for a little bit. It's so nice out. I think I'm gonna take the garbage, go on a little walk. What's funny is that the campground is usually quiet day and night. It's quiet during the day because the day shift is gone working and the night shift is sleeping, and it's flip-flopped at night because the night shift is working and the day shift is sleeping. So sometimes I feel like I'm the only one awake here. We're gonna do something fun and set my timer for 1 minute and see how many fully loaded beet trucks go by on this road in 1 minute. Well, that was kind of a fail. Max was 4. I did multiple 1 minute increments to see if I could increase it. I thought it'd be really cool, but it wasn't. I think it must be a slow day. Joseph said it was slow the last 2 nights. Some of the farmers have already finished their fields because it was way busier at the beginning of harvest. I can't stop yawning. I think it's time for some caffeine. Not much has changed in the past few hours. I'm still working, still yawning, still trying to stay awake, but I'm getting some really good progress done.
Getting up at 5:10 in the afternoon is easier than getting up at 5:10 in the morning, but it's still not easy. But time to get up. Time to get ready for the day, night, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'll be more talkative in a bit.
That's good enough.
How was your afternoon?
Tiring, but I got a lot of good work in on my Christmas planner.
Nice. You ready for supper?
I am starving.
Okay. Nothing quite like tomato soup for breakfast. This is part of the routine that I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and that is eating something non-breakfasty right when I get up. But honestly, my stomach has been fine with it. So I've just been still having my breakfast in the morning, supper at night, but then the only difference is I kind of have 2 meals while I'm at work.
This is basically our routine. Joseph wakes up, we have dinner, we have an hour or so together before he heads off of work. This is basically the only time we're able to talk and connect.
And this hasn't been our routine, actually, because my routine is usually if I can get up, work on the truck, or get up, go shopping, or get up, or, you know.
Right, so we've had barely any time to really talk to each other or see each other. I'm ready for the beet harvest to be over.
I've got about 30-40 minutes before I have to head out, so I'm gonna get ready, get everything put together, I actually have my lunch already set. Just have to put some things together for it.
I'm very excited to pass the torch.
Yes, because you're gonna go to bed.
I live a very boring life behind my computer.
There was a chance it would get shut down for warmth today, and then it's gonna drop all the way down to 32 tonight.
Yeah, I think it'll be cold.
It's gonna be a cold night. I haven't called the beet hotline like ever since we got rolling. So I'm calling it now to make sure we're going in tonight. We better be, because it's double time day.
The time of this reporting is 3:30 p.m. Sunday, October 15th. The MacArthur station is open. Night shift employees should report for work at 7.
Cody wants to say hi.
You want to give me a kiss?
Nope.
All right.
I'll see you in the morning.
See ya. Get a good night's sleep.
I hope I'm tired enough to not even think about anything. Bye.
Since I ride the bike here, I try to get here about a half hour early so that I have time to get out of my gear and into this gear. Check my safety glasses. My foreman back there. Hopefully he doesn't notice. It's 8 o'clock, shift has started. We've transferred over from the afternoon shift to our shift. And today, instead of me being on ground with the crew and going through, I'm just rotating on and off with Ashley, at least for now. Tonight it looks like I'm getting a night of operating, which is fine with me.
I don't know why, but this one has been like really mad at me. Pooping, and then he peed on this mat. Why are you so upset? The weird thing is, ever since Joseph has been working night shift, he's been sitting here at night by the door. I don't know if that's coincidence, but he seems really thrown off the routine that Joseph's not here at night. I don't know. Animals are weird sometimes.
Let me run you through the process of what happens here at the beet piling facility. The beet trucks pull up onto what's called the end dump back here. They lift the doors. The trucks then dump all their beets. It's carried up that conveyor belt before it's dumped right here into a main conveyor belt. Goes up the main conveyor belt all the way up here before falling through what's called some screens, then dropping it into that wheelbarrow and onto this boom and all the way out onto the pile. Once the truck has delivered all of its beets, it pulls forward underneath these wings right here. A a button is pushed and all their dirt from their beets is dumped back into their truck before they go out and weigh back out. Home sweet home. Now I just need some trucks. No trucks. Back up in the operating cabin. We just finished a truck. We got nobody in line right at the moment, but it's picked up a little bit. We just had a bit of a ghostly experience here. Apparently several years ago, somebody died on this machine. Nobody's over here on this left side. And each side of the boom is equipped with an emergency stop button. You push that button, the whole machine shuts down. Well, nobody was over here. The whole machine shut down. Isaiah, our foreman, was trying to figure out what went wrong, walking around the machine, and that button was pushed. Nobody was over here, but that emergency stop button was pushed, so we got everything started back up. Nobody was in the machine, so no new ghosts created. And we're back up and running. In all seriousness though, this is exactly why on the machines like this, they have lockout procedures. On the electrical panel, this machine is run all by electric. On the electrical panel, you pull the electric, shut the electric off to the whole machine, and then every person that is going to be working on that machine locks the machine out. They actually take a padlock, lock it in place, and it prevents the machine from getting turned back on until that person comes and unlocks. You're not allowed to enter the machine unless you have a padlock on that device. That way, there's no chance this machine gets fired up with anybody on board. And now it's the time of night when we clean. We get out the shovels, we clean the end dumps, we clean the hopper, we clean all the dirt off the sides, and while we're doing that, Isaiah cleans the pad. And I gotta be honest, of all of us, Isaiah gets the fun job. After we clean, there is one moment that is the most satisfying of all of the beet harvest, I think, and that is dumping the dirt that we've cleaned into the bucket of the loader. Back up in the operator cabin. We've gotten a little busier. We're still only operating one side though. It sounds like that's going to be the plan for the rest of the night. Still want pile 2 to get most of the trucks, but more time in the operator cabin for me, I guess. Next round of excitement. Ground crew noticed the belt was smelling, and we have, there we go. That's not supposed to be there. The belt is starting to give off a smell of burning. So we called the head honcho over here. He's calling the next head honcho up to find out if we're shutting her down for the night or if we're keeping on going or what the deal is. All in a day's work at the beet harvest. We're gonna take a 45-minute break, and assuming the mechanic doesn't show up in that meantime, after that 45, we will go replace them on piler 2. Their whole crew will get a 45-minute break while we operate piler 2, and we'll just rotate on and off until either the mechanic comes or until, woohoo, there's a big step there, or until morning breaks and we pass it off to the next shift. Time to jump off the easy street now. Headed to piler 2. We got trucks backed up. Since we only have one piler in action, we're going to be working hard, trying to get all these trucks through as fast as we can. Hopefully this one doesn't run me over. And knock this out, give piler 2 Beets a break. Some differences you might note from piler 1 to piler 2. First of all, piler 2 has a 50-foot longer boom, and our pile is 4 feet higher, so a whole lot more beets going on this pile. Another difference you might notice is these tubes. This pile is a freezer pile, which means they pump air, cold air, from those fans to through the bottom of the pile and freeze the pile so that this pile will last longer as they produce sugar from these beets all the way through like spring of next year. Because of these tubes, that's the next thing you'll notice. As you'll see going right behind me, it's a lot more dangerous at this pile because you got a skid steer flying around. He is placing the tubes when he can, then he's scooping beets to put them against the tubes so that when avalanches come down the pile, they don't knock the tubes out of position. And then you'll notice that this piler is also wider too, so that as you're directing truck traffic through, you literally only have 2 to 3 feet, if that, sometimes between the tracks of the piler and the truck. So you really have to keep your head on a swivel in this job already, but at piler 2 and freeze piles in general, you really have to keep your head on a swivel because there's so much more going on. This pile is a lot more fun, but the safety element of just having those trucks flying around is one of the primary reasons I really enjoy piler 1 over piler 2 at this site, just because you have a little bit more space, you have a little bit more room to breathe. Last hour though left of the shift, but I don't believe I'm gonna end on a break. As you can see, the best part, sunrise coming up, but it's 32 degrees. You can officially see super breath. It's been 32 degrees for a bit, which means we gotta start chopping beets to make sure that they're not coming in frozen, because frozen beets can rot out the piles apparently. Good to go. Yep. Yeah. Look at that line. I don't think I've talked about the organized chaos that it is for the trucks to get in here or not. So we have one weigh station and the trucks have to weigh coming in and going out. So when we're not busy, it's not a problem, but when we're busy, we can end up with a line down the frontage road here. And so trucks that are empty and leaving have priority. So the trucks that are coming in full, they actually have to wait just a little bit before. And if an empty truck comes off the piler, they have to let that person in line so that they can get through the scale, weigh out, and get out of the yard. Meanwhile, all these other trucks coming in, getting weighed and then headed to the piler. And when it's cold outside, we stick people in the chop stand over there, and that actually gums up the works even a little bit more because trucks have to delay as they come through and get their beets chopped to make sure that we're not bringing in any frozen beets.
Because our bathroom and sink is right up near the bedroom, I try to squeeze in a quick workout and get ready for the day before Joseph gets home, just because I don't want to bother him while he's trying to sleep, but he has proven that he can sleep through anything, so it's more just me wanting to get up and around rather than, I guess, bother him. Also, I slept much better. So thanks for asking, because Joseph isn't here to give a full rundown of the sleep report. Do you guys do that? Like every single morning when you wake up, do you tell your spouse how you slept? Let me know in the comments if that's you too.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what 24 hours of the beet harvest looks like. I'm gonna go to bed because we're back where we started. It is 3:09. As you can tell, my voice is a little different. This is how I sound when I wake up now, and it has begun. Not the truck. I'm about ready to go pick up those parts now. But I asked my wife for a kiss, and she looked at me and she said, "You haven't shaved." Only 4 days in, folks. Got another 10 to go, but maybe she'll give me a kiss after I fix her truck. This is like the adult version of Christmas right here. It's like, yay, I got something exciting. Now I have to put it together. The original pump had a blue clip and a yellow clip. The replacement parts, I knew them coming would be both yellow, but they're different, but you can't tell that they're different. So I have to remember that this yellow is blue and the other yellow is actually yellow, and put them in the right spots.
and I can't screw this up.
I'm not gonna screw it up this time. I know you won't.
Really quick sidebar on the part of full-time RV life that many people don't tell you about. Anytime I need access to my tools, I have to dig out my paddle boards, extra set of luggage, random box to get to my toolbox. The thing is, I could get that closer, but then when we would need to access the paddle boards and other stuff, I'd have to dig that out of the way. If you know of a good solution that doesn't add a bunch of weight, drop it in the comments and let me know. This is probably my #1 frustration with RV life is this space. Look at that organization. Booyah! Oh, the problems continue. Part of this repair is clamping the hose. And here's a clamp that worked perfectly. They sent me 6 clamps with all this stuff. I need 6 clamps, so they didn't send me an extra. And I went to clamp the hose onto the truck, and I don't know if you can see it right there, but that metal piece on that side is supposed to be attached to this metal piece on this side. It completely snapped. Yeah, I don't know if these are just a little too small, if it's a little too cold. I don't know what the deal is.
I really hope he can get this all figured out. I know it's not going to be done today, but tomorrow I was really hoping to get to Grand Forks so I could get some food, replenish everything. I've got to pick up some meds that we've got called in, so I don't know. I feel so stuck in this RV. It's a little runny.
It looks delicious. Thank you so much. How many days do you think I can go on these pants? Today's day 4.
Those are nasty. I don't know why you don't want me to do laundry.
I'm thinking if I keep going like another 3 days, I'll just be able to stand the pants up in the corner and just leave them there. Pull forward a little bit.
It has been a day, or a day and a half, or 2 days. So Joseph this morning went straight from work to drive around to find those extra clamps for the truck so it could get fixed. Didn't get home till like 10:30 this morning, and then of course exhausted, so he's not going to be able to get as much sleep in. He's sleeping now, but he should be getting up soon. I believe last night was Joseph's 4th day in a row. Yeah, looking at the calendar. 4th day in a row, by the way. This is when we have to be done by, so I don't do polar plunge in the Red River. I don't want to do that. Here's a fun little gossipy beet harvest thing. You notice that our neighbors right here are gone. So they left this morning. I noticed 2 nights ago they did not go to work, and then yesterday they kind of acted like they were packing things up, and I heard some words exchanged about how they're like not putting on a pair of Carhartts ever again. And this morning they pulled out. So yeah. One thing I will say about people who leave and can't hack this job, because it happens every single year, is they do a good job through the recruiting process, although maybe not enough, of kind of deterring you from coming, because it's 12 hours a day in the cold on your feet, and maybe 14, 15 days straight. You have no idea. Plus you're getting muddy, which is why I'm not doing it. But they make you very aware of the conditions before you say yes. So if you're thinking about the beet harvest and you're like, man, this is some great money, but I don't know if I can handle the elements, you may want to take that into consideration. You feeling better?
No, actually.
How many hours do you think you got to sleep?
5 hours. Yeah, so if
you look great.
Yeah, thanks. Wonderful. A keen observer may note that the clamps I bought are not the same clamps that I was looking for. That's because they don't have them anywhere around here. Honestly, nowhere. But this I got from a CarQuest / John Deere, and these are for fuel lines, and they are rated for fuel lines with fuel injectors, which is what I have, high pressure system. It's running out of options, so we're gonna give it a shot. We'll see. You know, why not have something else that I can break while I do this?
I'm not sure what you need here. Clamps, the hose, and the connector thingy.
Currently doing the stupidest part of this process.
I thought the stupidest part was cutting the fuel line. I love you.
You would.
Is it not working?
So I'm priming the pump. It's a process you have to go through. We've done it before. Every time you change the fuel filter, we've run it out of gas. You prime the pump 9 times, and then you start it.
I hear the battery going. You're gonna make it.
I hope so.
Now you just have to focus on work.
Yep. Gotta put a smile on my face before I get there.
You don't have to go that far.
It's been my goal to be happy at work. All right. Love ya.
Love you.
Her, not you.
There's not much that I can do in terms of helping fix the truck. So I am going to see if I can find a diesel mechanic in the area. It'd be great if they could come out and take a look. Otherwise, I'll just have to see how much they cost to tow it to the shop, because at this point, we just need someone else to look at it, I think. Obviously, shopping trip to Grand Forks is on hold, so pancakes and sandwiches are in our foreseeable future for meals. And we'll just take it one day at a time. Good morning. Joseph just got home. He's all cleaned up and dressed, and update from the diesel mechanic that I called yesterday. So he gave me some things to try. So we're gonna go out and see if we can do that. He was like, I hate for you to tow if it's this issue. So I wrote down what I could, and I don't know if does it make sense?
It does.
This is interesting, the little bucket contraption that you got set up here. Do you need me to sit in there and turn it?
Sure.
Okay, back on. Hey, it's on.
Okay, back off.
That's an interesting angle. A leaf stuck to your butt. There you go.
I'm gonna call the mechanic.
So, you've done the fuel filters up there on top before?
Yes, yep, I've done the fuel.
Is there two?
I have good news and bad news. The good news is that he seemed knowledgeable enough that we might actually be able to fix our major problem that we've been having with the truck. The 2 sets of bad news. Bad news number 1 is it's a part we have to order.
Oh no.
And bad news number 2 is it's a part that I have to drop the tank again. The bad news is we just are full of bad news. The bad news is I just put 5 gallons of diesel in that tank, so dropping the tank the second time just became 8 times 5, 40 pounds harder. The part has been ordered. I got it for $220 as opposed to the just under $600 that Ford wanted. So win there. Not sure when it will come. They say October 17th. I'm hoping before. Now I am fading fast, so I am going to hit the hay, try to get some sleep, and then get up, pile some more beets. Good night. It is day 17 of harvest. I have worked 10 12-hour shifts in a row, headed toward number 11 tonight. That's how counting works. Kalyn, however, has been trapped in the RV for more than 10 days because of this whole truck repair fiasco. But I got, if I can grab it here, there. I got the part. I got an hour nap after I got home from my last shift, and I'm going to see if I can put the part in the truck. So, wish me luck.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle.
There is a lot of grunting and frustration noises coming from the gallery. What was the ow I heard?
Me dropping a wrench on my face.
I just got told to come out with my camera and paper towels, so that does not sound good. What's going on?
Spot a difference?
Oh, it's not the right size. Oh.
Yeah.
So you didn't order the right one?
So on their website, I confirmed that it fit my model, and then I chatted with somebody online, gave them my model truck, and they're like, yes, this is the one you want. But I actually don't think this is the problem, because the fuel line that I fixed was kinked at a 90 degree, like kinking a hose. So there was no way fuel was going to be going through that hose.
Gotcha. So can we return the other?
You bet your bottom dollar we are. So we got the fuel tank back up. And my friend Robert here is like, hey, look what we forgot. This would be the shield that protects the gas tank from the drive shaft. There are 0 kinks in the fuel line.
Good.
Go ahead and try to start it.
Okay.
I can't right now.
Okay. So, try to give you an update as to what's going on. The battery's dead. There's a leak in the fuel line, and so I think Joseph is pretty much giving up at trying to fix it. So we called the mechanic in town. He is really booked out, but if we can get it running, we can drive it to him, and he said he's gonna try to take a look at it today. So we have our friend gonna help try to jump start it, see if we can get it running, but this is, I don't know how many more days we can deal with this. And Joseph really needs to go and get some sleep, because if he goes into work tonight without sleeping anymore, he's on 1 hour of sleep. Okay, it's been charging all afternoon. Let's see what happens.
I'm priming it a couple times.
It started. That's good.
It's leaking.
But it started. This is good. It's good.
Last night, the best thing happened that could have happened, and that is got to work, and then it was raining and awful weather, and at 12 o'clock they shut us down. So I was able to come home, get a good night's sleep. It's now about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I actually have an appointment. Just to have sleep while dealing with the truck issues has completely changed the game for me today. So I'm getting this bike on the truck because it's less than a mile away. I'm gonna take the truck over to him, and hopefully, I hope we're almost done with this whole fiasco. So I'm trying to figure out, there's gotta be a term out there for a person who tries a DIY but really shouldn't because they're in out of their depth. If you know such a term, especially in the auto mechanic realm, drop it below, because that's totally what I did in this situation. I did something to try to troubleshoot something, and I was like, I can DIY that, I can drop the tank, it's not that hard. And instead, I'm sure this mechanic's gonna drop the tank and be like,
what in the world was this idiot thinking?
Since I'm up and awake and we're waiting for the truck before I make the trip to Grand Forks for shopping, I'm trying to get caught up on some home stuff. Kalyn is currently working on the thumbnail for her video for her business, and she's actually finished editing it. I started it, she finished it off the other day. I'm just going through and finalizing a couple things. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm really hoping the guy calls me back to let me know that the fuel line is done, because if that gets done before 1:30, I'll be able to take the truck to Grand Forks and actually do a full shopping trip.
We're going to take the motorcycle to a restaurant, and I'm very excited because I've not been out of this RV in like 18, 19 days. I've been going stir crazy.
Forgot how tight it is.
I'm so excited.
You gotta be cool, babe, and like twist the plate.
Good news.
Fuel line's all fixed.
Yes.
So we're back to where we were when we got here. That meal was amazing.
I think it was only amazing because I hadn't had a restaurant meal in a long time. There's our truck.
On another note, this is just getting ridiculous, and can we all agree this does not look good? If you think this looks good, let me know in the comments, because I don't think there's a single soul in the world that's going to look at this and be like, oh, wow, that looks great. That's a good look on Joe. No, I really don't. Howdy!
I heard the truck pull in. What's going on?
You get to make a banana muffin. That's what's going on.
We're done?
Well, I have to go in tomorrow to clean, but we are done piling beets. 6:45, I've got to get ready because I have to be on the road no later than 7 in order to get there on time. So I think I'm gonna drink my smoothie on the road and jump into my clothes here first.
I have to know, would you do the beet harvest again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like 2 days ago, you were
I'll tell you
a zombie. You're gonna make it.
I'll tell you what I will not do. And that is I will not work on my truck just prior to said beet harvest, because that is what threw everything for a loop, was having to try to get the truck running. It killed probably overall 10 to 16 hours of sleep over the course of several days. Coming back, absolutely, but I'm clearing my schedule.
We decided that we needed to not plan any product launches, not do any extracurricular projects. Just focus on the beet harvest.
And also, I will shave next year. See you later. It's cleaning today. Should be easy. Do I have my phone? So it's the last day of work. Today we're cleaning the piler, but the best part of today is that it is Sunday, so we are getting paid double time today. Who knows? We might take our time cleaning this piler. Oh yeah. You gotta look like you're working, man.
I was taking a break.
Cleaning is all done. Now it's just time to put the machine to bed, which you'd think would be a very short process, but that's how fast it moves. It's gonna take a few minutes. Moving it all the way to the end of the pad, parking it for the year. Look at all the dirt. That's all out of this machine. There it is. Final boom down on the ground.
Since today is the official last day of the beet harvest, that means I won the bet. We placed at the beginning of harvest. I told Joseph that if we were done before October 26th, he had to eat a banana muffin, which banana muffins, he hates anything with bread and banana. It makes him gag. I thought I was being cute and clever. And then if he won,
then you have to do a polar plunge into the Red River before we leave Drake.
Where did you come up with that? Clearly, we were not on the same wavelength when it came to horrible things that the other person had to do. So what I am gonna do is make these banana crumb muffins. So when he gets home from work today, he has a special surprise. Well, now that I have officially have flour everywhere, I think we're gonna make him clean the kitchen too. Those are smelling so good. If you're wondering why on earth I'm making 5 muffins, it's because I only had 1 banana. I know the muffin pan looks a little sparse. These are definitely done, and the crumble topping did not really crumble. It's time to try the muffin and actually appreciate it. Does anyone else think he should eat 2 muffins? Because I feel like that would only be fair.
Decided to climb the top of the pile, 36 feet tall. That's all sugar beets, and then actually back over there, the other pile. It's a lot of beets. The problem with climbing to the top of the pile is that, well, you have to go back down. So let's give it a shot. You along for the ride? Here we go. I'm not gonna start out sliding. That's Alexis back there. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Well, that wraps up. Ooh, we're gonna keep that hat right on there. That wraps up the beet harvest of 2023. All in all, I believe this was a super successful season. Not too hard. I mean, cold, but the weather really cooperated. If you don't know, Kalyn and I are saving money so that we can explore Alaska in the summer of 2024. So that means, since we're done stacking beets, I've got to find another job to save some more money.
Muffin! You have to eat it.
What is on top of this?
It's a little overdone. They're supposed to be crumbles.
Oh, they're nice little crumbles. Y'all.
You need a stop. Do it on a napkin, please.
I'm sure everyone on the other side of this video thinks that my thing for Kalyn was so much worse.
It is. It was.
You all don't know how bad I hate banana muffins. Well, let's get the full experience. Yep, it's a banana muffin. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I have to eat the whole thing, don't I?
All of it. Be grateful I'm not making you eat too. You cannot spit it out. You can't. It's not that bad. It is a little dry though. Come on, you have that much left. How long is it taking you to chew it? How bad was it really?
Actually, of all the banana bread I've had, it's not terrible, and by that I mean it didn't trigger my gag reflex.
So, the bar is low.
So far, so good. Should we just time-lapse the rest to see if I make it?
I feel like you're overreacting.
I'm not.
You're being dramatic.
I'm not.
Like, man, you're really pulling out all the stops for the camera here.
I can't swallow it. It's hard for me to swallow it.
Should we make you open up? Make sure it's gone.
People do not need to see that. All right, we're halfway there.
This is taking you forever.
Sorry, the gag reflex kicked in.
You have one more bite. One more.
That was the first, but it kicked. I would have rather jumped in the Red River than eaten this banana muffin.
Are you serious?
I am
Would you
serious.
have said that before you took a bite?
Yes. I can't be the only one. Please, fellow people who do not like banana bread, please let me know I'm not the only one that really struggles with this. But my loving wife thought this would be such an easy challenge. Did it. I'm done. I have met the challenge.
Congratulations.
I'm so proud of you.
I would
kiss you, but no. You need to go shave.
I do, I cannot wait. Okay.
Are you clean shaven?
I've eaten your banana muffin.
Yep.
I've shaved my face.
I don't like the bumps. I'm just kidding. I was gonna get your chain.
We promised you Beet Harvest numbers.
I've been crunching them. First of all, I want to go over exactly how much he worked. So we have 13 full 12-hour shifts, 3 partial shifts, so whether he was sent home early or had to go in late. Cleaning day was also included in that, which was a half day. And then 8 stay pay days where he got paid 4 hours worth of pay just for doing absolutely nothing.
Literally 4 hours, no work done whatsoever. Absolute best thing ever.
All right, I need you to do the calculations.
Calculator?
I'm gonna read off some numbers.
In hand.
Okay. So the first paycheck that we received, oh man, this was a doozy. It was $69.45.
$69.45.
The next paycheck came in mid-October, and that was $1,556.05.
There it is.
And then the last paycheck came in at the end of October, just a few days ago, and this was the big one. This was $3,509.25.
There it is.
Ow. What's the final total?
That gives us a grand total of $5,134.75. And sometime in November or December, we're going to just be browsing our computer and ding, our account's going to have another $500 in there because this is second year doing Beet Harvest. It's a 10% bonus that comes in sometime later this year.
Thanks for watching this mega episode of the Sugar Beet Harvest, but this isn't the only work camping gig that we tried to save for Alaska. So you want to watch this playlist next if you want to travel with us to Texas, where we attempted gate guarding and added a new addition to our family, or if you just want to skip ahead to our summer in Alaska because we did make it, you can watch that playlist here. And if you want to follow the rest of our adventures, don't forget to subscribe.